Customer experience. In commerce, customer experience, CX, is the product of an interaction between an organization and a customer over the duration of their relationship. This interaction is made up of three parts: the customer journey, the brand touchpoints the customer interacts with, and the environments the customer experiences, including digital environment, during their experience. A good customer experience means that the individual's experience during all points of contact matches the individual's expectations. Gartner asserts the importance of managing the customer's experience. Customer experience implies customer involvement at different levels, such as rational, emotional, sensorial, physical, and spiritual. Customers respond diversely to direct and indirect contact with a company. Direct contact usually occurs when the purchase or use is initiated by the customer. Indirect contact often involves advertising, news reports, unplanned encounters with sales representatives, word-of-mouth recommendations or criticisms. Customer experience encompasses every aspect of a company's offering, the quality of customer care, but also advertising, packaging, product and service features, ease of use, and reliability. Creating direct relationships in the place where customers buy, use and receive services by a business intended for customers, such as in-store or face-to-face contact with the customer, which could be seen through interacting with the customer through the retail staff. We then have indirect relationships, which can take the form of unexpected interactions through a company's product representative, certain services or brands, and positive recommendations, or it could even take the form of criticism, advertising, news, reports, and many more along that line. Customer experience is created by the contribution of not only the customer's values but also by the contribution of the company providing the experience. All of the events experienced by customers before and after a purchase are part of the customer experience. What a customer experiences is personal and may involve sensory, emotional, rational and physical aspects to create a memorable experiencer. In the retail industry, both company and customers play a big role in creating a customer experience. Description. Forbes describes the customer experience as the cumulative impact of multiple touchpoints over the course of a customer's interaction with an organization. Some companies are known to segment the customer experience into interactions through the web and social media, while others define human interaction such as over-the-phone customer service or face-to-face retail service as the customer experience. According to Forrester Research, via Fast Company, the 6 disciplines for great customer experience are strategy, customer understanding, design, measurement, governance and culture. A company's ability to deliver an experience that sets it apart in the eyes of its customers will increase the amount of consumer spending with the company and inspire loyalty to its brand. According to Jessica Sibor, loyalty is now driven primarily by a company's interaction with its customers and how well it delivers on their wants and needs. Wharton's professor of marketing Barbara E. Kahn has established an evolutional approach to customer experience as the third of 4 stages of any company in terms of its customer centricity maturity. These progressive phases are: in today's competitive climate, more than just low prices and innovative products are required to survive in retail business. Customer experience involves every point of contact you have with a customer and the interactions with the products or service of the business. Customer experience has emerged as a vital strategy for all retail businesses that are facing competition. According to Holbrook and Hirschman Studies 1982, customer experience can be defined as a whole event that a customer comes into contact with when interacting with a certain business. This experience often affects the emotions of the customer. The whole experience occurs when the interaction takes place through the stimulation of goods and services consumed. The type experience seen through a marketing perspective is put forward by Pine and Gilmore, 1999, which they state that an experience can be unique, which may mean different individuals will not have the same level experience that may not be memorable to the person, therefore it won't be remembered over a period of time. Certain types of experiences may involve different aspects of the individual person, such as emotional, physical, intellectual or even spiritual. Customer experience is the stimulation a company creates for the senses of the consumers. This means that the companies and that particular brand can control the stimuli that they have given to the consumer's senses, which the companies can then control the consumer's reaction resulting from the stimulation process, giving more acquisition of the customer experience as expected by company. Kotler et al. 2013, p. 283, say that customer experience is about adding value for customers buying products and services through customer participation and connection, by managing all aspects of the encounter. The encounter includes touch points. Businesses can create and modify touch points so that they are suited to their consumers, which changes/enhances the customer's experience. Creating an experience for the customer can lead to greater brand loyalty and brand recognition in the form of logos, color, smell, touch, taste, etc. Development. There are many elements in the shopping experience associated with a customer's experience. Customer service, a brand's ethical ideals, and the shopping environment are examples of factors that affect a customer's experience. Understanding and effectively developing a positive customer experience has become a staple within businesses and brands to combat growing competition. Andajani, 2015. Many consumers are well informed, they are able to easily compare two similar products or services together. Therefore, consumers are looking for experiences that can fulfill their intentions. Ali, 2015. A brand that can provide this gains a competitive advantage over their competition. A study by Ali, 2015, found that developing a positive behavioral culture created a greater competitive advantage in the long term. He looked at the customer experience at resort hotels and discovered that providing the best hotel service was not sufficient. To optimize a customer's experience, management must also consider peace of mind and relaxation, recognition and escapism, involvement, and hedonics. The overall customer experience must be considered. The development of a positive customer experience is important as it increases the chances of a customer to make continued purchases and develops brand loyalty. Kim and Yu, 2016. Brand loyalty can turn customers into advocates, resulting in a long-term relationship between both parties. Ren, Wang, and Lin, 2016. This promotes word of mouth and turns the customer into a touch point for the brand. Potential customers can develop opinions through another's experiences. Males and females both respond differently to brands and therefore, will experience the same brand differently. Males respond effectively to relational, behavioral and cognitive experiences, whereas females respond greater to behavioral, cognitive and affective experiences in relation to branded apps. If female consumers are the target market, an app advert focused on the emotion of the product will provide an effective customer experience. Kim and Yu, 2016. Today, retail stores tend to exist in shopping areas such as malls or shopping districts. Very few operate in areas alone. Tynan, McKechnie and Hartley, 2014. Customer experience is not limited to the purchase alone. It includes all activities that may influence a customer's experience with a brand. Andajani, 2015. Therefore, a shopping center's reputation that a store is located in will affect a brand's customer experience. This is an example of the shopping environment affecting a customer's experience. A study by Hart, Starshaw and Cadogan, 2013, found that a consumer's opinion of a town center can affect the opinion of the retail stores operating within both negatively and positively. They shared an example of a town center's management team developing synergy between the surrounding location and the retail stores. A location bound with historical richness could provide an opportunity for the town center and local businesses to connect at deeper level with their customers. They suggested that town center management and retail outlets should work cooperatively to develop an effective customer experience. This will result in all stores benefiting from customer retention and loyalty. Another effective way to develop a positive customer experience is by actively engaging a customer with an activity. Human and physical components of an experience are very important. Ren, Wang, and Lin, 2001-6. Customers are able to recall active, hands-on experiences much more effectively and accurately than passive activities. Participants within a study were able to recount previous luxury driving experiences due to its high involvement. However, this can also have a negative effect on the customer's experience. Just as active, hands-on experiences can greatly develop value creation, it can also greatly facilitate value destruction. Tynan, McKechnie and Hartley, 2014. This is related to a customer's satisfaction of their experience. By understanding what causes satisfaction or dissatisfaction of a customer's experience, management can appropriately implement changes within their approach. Ren, Wang, and Lin, 2016. A study on the customer experience in budget hotels revealed interesting results. Customer satisfaction was largely influenced by tangible and sensory dimensions. This included cleanliness, shower comfortability and room temperature, just to name a few. As budget hotels are cheap, customers expected the basic elements to be satisfactory and the luxury elements to be non-existent. If these dimensions did not reach an appropriate standard, satisfaction would decline, resulting in a negative experience. Ren, Wang, and Lin, 2016. Management. Customer experience management, CXM or CXM, is the process that companies use to oversee and track all interactions with a customer during their relationship. This involves the strategy of building around the needs of individual customers. According to Jeananne Rae, companies are realizing that building great consumer experiences is a complex enterprise, involving strategy, integration of technology, orchestrating business models, brand management and CEO commitment. According to Bernd Schmidt, the term customer experience management represents the discipline, methodology and/or process used to comprehensively manage a customer's cross-channel exposure, interaction and transaction with a company, product, brand or service. Harvard Business Review blogger Adam Richardson says that a company must define and understand all dimensions of the customer experience in order to have long-term success. Although 80% of businesses state that they offer a great customer experience, according to author James Allen, this contrasts with the 8% of customers expressing satisfaction with their experience. Allen asserts that for companies to meet the demands of providing an exceptional customer experience, they must be able to execute the 3 Ds. CXM has been recognized as the future of the customer service and sales industry. Companies are using this approach to anticipate customer needs and adopt the mindset of the customer. CXM depicts a business strategy designed to manage the customer experience and gives benefits to both retailers and customers. CXM can be monitored through surveys, targeted studies, observational studies, or voice of customer research. It captures the instant response of the customer to its encounters with the brand or company. Customer surveys, customer contact data, internal operations process and quality data, and employee input are all sources of voice of customer data that can be used to quantify the cost of inaction on customer experience issues. The aim of CXM is to optimize the customer experience through gaining the loyalty of the current customers in a multi-channel environment and ensure they are completely satisfied. It's also to create advocates of their current customers with potential customers as a word-of-mouth form of marketing. However, common efforts at improving CXM can have the opposite effect. Utilizing surroundings includes using visuals, displays and interactivity to connect with customers and create an experience. Kotler, et al. 2013, p. 283. CXM can be related to customer journey mapping, a concept pioneered by Ron Zemke and Chip Bell. Customer journey mapping is a design tool used to track customers' movements through different touchpoints with the business in question. It maps out the first encounters people may have with the brand and shows the different route people can take through the different channels or marketing, for example online, television, magazine, newspaper. Integrated Marketing Communications, IMC, is also being used to manage the customer experience. IMC is about sending a consistent message amongst all platforms. These platforms include advertising, personal selling, public relations, direct marketing, and sales promotion. Kotler et al. 2013, p. 495. Chem holds great importance in terms of research and showing that academia is not as applicable and usable as the practice behind it. Typically, to make the best use of chem and ensure its accuracy, the customer journey must be viewed from the actual perspective of customers, not the business or organization. It needs to be noted that there isn't a specific set of rules or steps to follow, as companies, in their various industries, will have different strategies. Therefore, development into the conceptual and theoretical aspects are needed, based from customers' perspective on the brand experience. This can be seen through different scholarly research. The reasoning behind the interest in chem increasing so significantly is because businesses are looking for competitive differentiation. Businesses want to be more profitable and see this as a means to do so. Hence why businesses want to offer a better experience to their customers and want to manage this process efficiently. In order to gain success as a business, customers need to be understood. In order to fully utilize the models used in practice, academic research that is conducted can assist the practical aspect. This, along with recognizing past customer experiences, can help manage future experiences. A good indicator of customer satisfaction is the Net Promoter Score, NPS. This indicates out of a score of 10 if a customer would recommend a business to other people. With scores of 9 and 10, these people are called protractors and will recommend other to the given product, but on the other end of the spectrum are detractors, those who give the score 0 to 6. Subtracting the detractors from the protractors gives the calculation of advocacy. Those businesses with higher scores are likely to be more successful and give a better customer experience. Not all aspects of chem can be controlled by the business, for example other people and the influence they have. Besides, there is not much substantial information to support chem claims in terms of academic research. Managing the communication. The classical linear communication model includes having one sender or source sending out a message that goes through the media, television, magazines, then to the receiver. The classical linear model is a form of mass marketing which targets a large number of people where only a few may be customers. This is a form non-personal communication. Darlan, et al. 2010, p. 39. The adjusted model shows the source sending a message either to the media or directly to an opinion leader / and/or opinion former, model, actress, credible source, trusted figure in society, YouTuber / reviewer, which send a decoded message to the receiver. Darlan et al. 2010, p. 39. The adjusted model is a form of interpersonal communication where feedback is almost instantaneous with receiving the message. The adjusted model means that there are many more platforms of marketing with the use of social media, which connects people with more touch points. Marketers use digital experience to enhance the customer experience. Darlan et al. 2010, p. 40. Enhancing digital experiences influences changes to the customer journey map and IMC. The adjusted model allows marketers to communicate a message designed specifically for the followers of the particular opinion leader or opinion former, sending a personalized message and creating a digital experience. Persuasion techniques. Persuasion techniques are used when trying to send a message in order for an experience to take place. Markham Projects, 2007, came up with 5 mind shapers to show how humans view things. The 5 mind shapers of persuasion include: mind shapers can be seen through the use of the adjusted communication model. It allows the source / sender to create a perception for the receiver. Darlan, Lang, and Smith, 2010, p. 39. Mind shapers can take 2 routes for persuasion. Marketers can use human thought processes and target these to create greater experiences. They can do so by either making the process more simple and creating interactive steps to help the process. Campbell and Kirmani, 2000. Customer relationship management. According to Das, 2007, customer relationship management, CRM, is the establishment, development, maintenance and optimization of long-term mutually valuable relationships between consumers and organizations. The official definition of CRM by the Customer Relationship Management Research Center is a strategy used to learn more about the customer's need and behaviors in order to develop stronger relationships with them. The purpose of this strategy is to change the approach to customers and improving the experience for the consumer by making the supplier more aware of their buying habits and frequencies. The D4 Company Analysis is an audit tool that considers the 4 aspects of strategy: people, technology and processes in the design of a CRM strategy. The analysis includes 4 main steps. Digital customer journey. In the classical marketing model, marketing is deemed to a funnel. At the beginning of the process, in the awareness stage, there are many branches competing for the attention of the customer, and this number is reduced through the different purchasing stages. Marketing is an action of pushing the brand through few touch points, for example through TV ads. Since the rise of the World Wide Web and smartphone applications, there are many more touch points from new content-serving platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube etc., individual online presences, such as websites, forums, blogs, etc., and dedicated smartphone applications. As a result, this process has become a type of journey. In relation to customers and the channels which are associated with sales, these are multi-channel in nature. Due to the growth and importance of social media and digital advancement, these aspects need to be understood by businesses to be successful in this era of customer journeys. With tools such as Facebook and Twitter having such prominence, there is a constant stream of data that needs to be analyzed to understand this journey. Business flexibility and responsiveness is vital in the ever-changing digital customer environment, as customers are constantly connected to businesses and their products. Customers are now instant product experts due to various digital outlets and form their own opinions on how and where to consume products and services. Businesses use customer values and create a plan to gain a competitive advantage. Businesses use the knowledge of customers to guide the customer journey to their products and services. Due to the shift in customer experience, in 2014 Wolny and Kroenchuk highlight 3 behaviors that show how decisions can be made in this digital journey. The 0 moment of truth is the first interaction a customer has in connection with a service or product. This moment affects the consumer's choice to explore a product further or not at all. These moments can occur on any digital device. Showrooming highlights how a consumer will view a product in a physical store but then decide to exit the store empty-handed and buy online instead. This consumer decision may be due to the ability to compare multiple prices online. On the opposing end of the spectrum is webrooming. Consumers will research about a product online in regards to quality and price but then decide to purchase in store. These 3 channels need to be understood by businesses because customers expect businesses to be readily available to cater to their specific customer needs and purchasing behaviors. Customer journey mapping. The customer journey mapping approach for service design was first introduced by Oxford SM, at the time called Oxford Corporate Consultants, in 1998, in support of Eurostar to establish and implement their corporate mission and brand proposition. Oxford SM went on to use the approach widely, including with the UK government, through which the guidance on the technique was publicly published. It has subsequently become one of the most widely used tools for service design and have been utilized as a tool for visualizing intangible services. A customer journey map shows the story of the customer's experience. It not only identifies key interactions that the customer has with the organization, but it also brings users' feelings, motivations and questions for each of the touch points. Finally, a customer journey map has the objective of teaching organizations more about their customers. To map a customer journey is important to consider the company's customers, buyer persona, the customer journey's time frame, channels, telephone, email, in-app messages, social media, forums, recommendations, first actions, problem acknowledgement, and last actions, recommendations or subscription renewal, FI. Customer journey maps are good storytelling conduits. They communicate to the brand the journey, along with the emotional quotient, that customer experiences at every stage of the buyer journey. Customer journey maps take into account people's mental models, how things should behave, the flow of interactions and possible touch points. They may combine user profiles, scenarios, and user flows, and reflect the thought patterns, processes, considerations, paths, and experiences that people go through in their daily lives. Benefits. Mapping the customer journey helps organizations understand how prospects and customers use the various channels and touch points, how the organization's is perceived and how the organization would like its customers and prospects' experiences to be. By understanding the latter, it is possible to design an optimal experience that meets the expectations of major customer groups, achieves competitive advantage and supports attainment of desired customer experience objectives. Retail environment. Retail environment factors include social features, design, and ambience. This can result in enhanced pleasure while shopping, thus positive customer experience and more likely chances of the customer revisiting the store in the future. The same retail environment may produce varied outcomes and emotions, depending on what the consumer is looking for. For example, a crowded retail environment may be exciting for a consumer seeking entertainment, but create an impression of inattentive customer service and frustration to a consumer who may need help looking for a specific product to meet an immediate need. Environmental stimuli such as lighting and music can influence a consumer's decision to stay longer in the store, therefore increasing the chances of purchasing. For example, a retail store may have dim lights and soothing music which may lead a consumer to experience the store as relaxing and calming. Today's consumers are consistently connected through the development of technological innovation in the retail environment. This has led to the increased use of digital-led experiences in their purchase journey both in-store and online that inspire and influence the sales process. For example, Rebecca Minkoff has installed smart mirrors in their fitting rooms that allows the customers to browse for products that may complement what they are trying on. These mirrors also hold an extra feature, a self-checkout system where the customer places the item on an Android-powered table. This sends the products to an iPad that is then used to check out. External and internal variables in a retail environment can also affect a consumer's decision to visit the store. External variables include window displays such as posters and signage, or product exposure that can be seen by the consumer from outside of the store. Internal variables include flooring, decoration and design. These attributes of a retail environment can either encourage or discourage a consumer from approaching the store. Sales experience. Sales experience is a subset of the customer experience. Whereas customer experience encompasses the sum of all interactions between an organization and a customer over the entire relationship, sales experience is focused exclusively on the interactions that take place during the sales process and up to the point that a customer decides to buy. Customer experience tends to be owned by the marketing function within an organization and therefore has little control or focus on what happens before a customer decides to buy. Sales experience is concerned with the buyer journey up to and including the point that the buyer makes a purchase decision. Sales is a very important touch point for overall customer experience as this is where the most human interaction takes place.